I don't need to get my driver's license. I can always get a taxi.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Marbella, where are you now?
So I moved back to Holland, yeah, after 20 plus years.
What has been on your mind lately?
I thought it was going to be a light little subject. I am 45. I have had I have this amazing career, or I've done so many things, so many great things in my professional life. And now I have put a little bit more effort into my personal life by moving back. And now that I've been at home for quite a while and doing other things, the question arises, and now what?
Mm.
It's scary. It's scary because, since I could think I wanted to be on stage, I wanted to be a performer, and that's all I did for a long time. I was breathing it and I was living it. I had no personal life. It was all about is it good enough for the show tonight? So, and now that I don't have that at all, well, of course I have it because I still do gigs, but not the everyday pressure of it, and having more time with my family, especially with my baby girl. There's this, you're trying to find the balance of what is it that I want? What am I good at? And how much effort do I want to put in something new? Because I'm in a phase where I am very perimenopausal. For
Okay.
a lot of ladies of my age, a little bit younger or older, I know that my brain has changed.
Mhm.
I've changed physically, my skin, my nails, everything, my especially my brain, because my brain and my concentration is something that you need on stage. For
Mhm.
3 hours you have to have laser focus, and you have to learn lines, and I've noticed how hard it is, how
Mhm.
hard it is to even learn new material for a gig, that
Mhm.
literally get a little bit like so the idea of going back to school, learning something, and completely something new, is something that I'm like, I don't know if I have the energy and the mental capacity to even do it. And for me to put myself in another position, like, what else can I do with this talent but without the stuff that makes me nervous?
From
How am I going to, do I want to teach because I have a lot of experience, and do I want to give it to the next generation or to whoever wants to learn something from me?
Mhm.
Do I want that? Is that my next passion in life? Is that my goal? Is that my purpose? I think that's what it is. What is the purpose? What is my purpose now that I don't want to do that anymore? I have a lot of fulfillment coming from being a mom.
Yeah.
I love it. I love being a mom
Mhm.
with all the, and it's the best and the worst. Let me tell you that. But I've grown a lot because I have become a mom,
Mhm.
and I know that the job that I was doing with being the mom that I want to be, they don't mix as well. It
Mhm.
might. I know other women do it and they do it well, but for me, I just don't want that.
Do you believe that one has more purposes in life? Or is it, for example, was your purpose before when you were doing your 8 shows a week shows? Was that your purpose?
I think the purpose in life in general is to give,
Hmm.
to share. Whatever it is that you have is to give and to share and to have a community and be there for each other. And yes, you can have more purposes in life. There's not one purpose.
Mm.
Because before I was a mom, I had a total different purpose and goal in life. And then when I became a mom, all of my things that I had were just so projected on this little being
Mm.
that you totally think different,
Mm.
you know? And before I already had a political view
Mm,
being a woman of color in the space that we are in, meaning not only the world but also our in our entertainment world,
mm,
um, to be an example and to have this sense of equality and fighting for that, and looking around you, you see that you're the only person in the room. And then, if you look at the industry now, it has changed a little bit, but and I think especially you and I,
mhm,
we have been an example for a lot of these young kids who are out there, the idea of the possibility. So I think we carry that responsibility whenever we are doing something. And
mm,
that came later. That purpose that I feel that that's my responsibility to um, act a certain way, to present myself a certain way, that is part of the purpose as well.
mhm, mhm,
Move us, whatever it is that you want to call it. Us. I call it us.
mhm.
If it is this, gender, whatever, to push forward and to get a better position in life and in the business. And now also me, the core of me, the therapy, the healing, all of those things. That's where I am now as well. But
Yeah.
it clashes with a lot of stuff that I used to think. Hmm. It clashes with a lot of cultural things. It clashes with a lot of things that were so normal for us.
Do you think moving back to the Netherlands was good for you, or was it good for your daughter, or was it good for both?
Mostly it was for her, for my kid. Not a lot of people know this, but my kid is on the spectrum,
Mhm.
Asperger's, and the educational system in Austria, where I used to live, is not as developed as in Holland. That
Mhm.
was one reason for me to go back, for her to have a good or better education. The
Mhm.
second reason was because my father was really sick, and
Mhm.
I felt like I couldn't be there for them, basically, my parents. After 20 years, I thought, I have to go back. I just have to be there. I need to be present so I can at least help. I'm an only child. I have no brothers or sisters to help me.
Mhm.
So, both. But mostly it was for
Yeah.
others. I'm still in the letting go phase because this is something that I love to do. I'm just specifically talking about theater. I love to be on the stage. I love to create a character. I love to go in and find the voice and the movements and how does she sing, what kind of all of that is I love. That's what I love most. And to step away from that and to find something else that I'm just obsessed about, it's tricky. I have a part-time job in a salon. I am waxing people. That's not, I mean, I love it and it's fun, but this is not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. It's something,
Mhm.
I'm passing through. But I have to be very careful that I don't hang out too much in this comfortable zone of waxing people and then flying to Vienna or to Germany and do a gig and, be fine. Because that's also a thing. I've been comfortable for a very long time.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've been comfortable for a very long time, you know, getting the jobs, getting that money every month, doing the thing, knowing the same people. So there's no real, sure I had to do auditions, but I knew these people. I knew them behind the table. So you're like, I kind of have a good feeling about it, or I know they want me, or not, and that's fine too. But it was that whole scene, that whole thing was comfortable.
Mhm. So being confronted now with that, looking back and realizing that you're comfortable makes you uncomfortable now at the moment.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
Very, very. And it's so funny to see how it manifests in my body and myself, mentally,
Mm,
physically, and yeah, I don't know. I've For months I've only been in a state of panic,
mm.
and now I am in a standstill. Like
Okay.
I'm not forward or back.
Balance.
Just I'm frozen.
Mhm.
But the good thing is that I realize that I'm frozen.
Right.
So me talking to you now is already it reminds me like I get off my ass and actively do something.
Yeah, this is not enough time. I just wanted to let you know we've passed 20 minutes. Or you ask me a question, or we continue, and I can definitely keep on asking you questions and we can elaborate on this topic, whatever you want.
Oh no, let's go there. What was the point in your life where you really felt like you knew what you were doing as a performer
Oh, okay.
and then as a person? Let's start there.
I don't want to say that I can say now I know what I'm doing, but I can say in the end, I know it will be fine. I think kind of I will. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I cannot say that there was a point that I knew that I was what I was doing, but I know that if I would take a gig now, um, musical theater, yeah, like say musical theater, I will the person that I am, the work ethic that I have, I will make it work.
Right.
Um, yes, some way or the other. But and I think that came actually after I decided after Hamilton to work differently. So
Ah.
with me having the space to breathe and to look what I have accomplished and done and how and why it came the way it came and how I got there, which was not always positive and was not always relaxed and cool, made me realize, wow, phew, you've even even though you didn't feel always like it or whatever, or you were insecure or everything, still you did it. So that I can say maybe a year and a half ago or a year ago,
Mm-hmm. No,
but
it's
not even I know I'm gonna know because that never comes. I think. Um,
but what was the turning point then that you made that decision to think that or to go about it different?
because I got tired. I got tired of not being at home. I got tired of not having a social life the way I thought I wanted to have it
Mm.
with my man, with my husband, and in life. But a lot of it was I didn't want to feel certain emotions anymore. And because I have been dealing with anxiety and with thoughts of pressure and am I able to, is my voice gonna hold? People expect me to hit certain notes. People expect me to have a certain level of work and stuff like that. And I think it's also the part of how I work for it, for the system, to work, I need that. I am tired of it. I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it
Mm-hmm.
anymore. It's probably also a little bit the old school way of doing things.
Right.
Um, Fear, insecurity. Are there people better than I am? I need to be the best. I cannot afford to not be good. All
Right.
of that. Yeah, yeah, I didn't want that. So then I decided I didn't want to be. I didn't want to get bitter or
Right.
get too negative too long so that I could not enjoy what I have actually accomplished.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you talk about also as a person, I got this. No, I don't have it, but as I am now in my 50th birth year, which is crazy, um, I really can say I have never been so relaxed and know that I want to be more authentically myself, embracing myself, embracing all of the shit that I have,
Yeah.
which is actually not that much, but but
It's
only
your shit.
but only because it's everybody has shit, so it's not so, it
Yeah.
feels like shit when you're the only one that has shit, for me
Yes.
always,
Yes.
but as I realized that everybody has that shit, so we're all struggling with the same, I mean, everybody in their own way and their own level and their own thing, but everybody has their luggage. So why am I stressing?
Yeah.
And everything will be fine,
Yeah.
breathe through it. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I always said, oh, if I can laugh after my mom's death, then everything is fine. But and then for the longest time, I didn't say that anymore. I don't know why. It was not an active thing, but I didn't say it. But lately, I'm like, but it's true though. Not specifically my mom's death, but it will be fine. It
Yeah.
will be fine.
Yeah.
And if I don't want it to be fine anymore,
Hmm.
then I don't want it to be fine anymore. Then
And that's
you know what I mean? It's and that
yeah.
is fine too. That is
Yeah.
fine too. Yeah, that's what I find. Uh, Sometimes a bit toxic about our business
Hmm.
because it looks always so effortless and it needs to look effortless because people don't pay for to you, and it's true, they don't pay to understand that we have colds and throat infections and heartbreaks at home and stuff like that. On the other hand, I also do think it's important for us therefore to take more care of ourselves and care of each other and be
Right.
like, it's okay to call in sick. If you're, it doesn't need to, you don't need to have blood coming out of your throat for you to say, I'm calling in sick.
Exactly.
It's okay to understand that you are overly tired and call in 2 days. Ain't nobody gonna die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
And
Uh,
nobody's gonna give you a medal or extra money if you do show up.
so, but it's
Yeah.
something also that we've learned throughout the years
Yeah.
and things. So, yeah. Well, we have reached 30 minutes. This is so short. It's actually not even going into
And
anything. But I want to thank you anyway for your time.
it's always nice to talk to you.
It's same here, same here. Have a beautiful evening
You too.
and thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.